we are the Disney team. Our team members include Katherine Evans, Carl Newton, Allison Hoffman, Deborah Carr, and Stephen Savage. For our brand audit project, we chose Disney because Disney is a huge media conglomerate and we wanted to learn more of the innovation and marketing strategy that exists behind the company. Disney started with Steamboat Willie, where the icon Mickey Mouse was created in the 1920s. Now, Disney is a massive brand that is growing every day. Today, our group will be talking about Disney's brand planning assessment, Disney's brand building assessment, and Disney's brand growth assessment. Next, I will talk about Disney's brand planning assessment with Disney's brand hierarchy and brand portfolio. Disney's brand hierarchy can be broken out into 4 main subsidiaries, which include consumer products and interactive media, studio entertainment, parks and resorts, and media networks. The brand hierarchy tree helps evaluate the brand portfolio. Each subsidiary in the brand portfolio includes many master brands and sub-brands. With so many levels of the hierarchy, the figure below shows how the company is segmented. Now I will go into a few examples of each segment. Under the consumer products and interactive media segment, Disney has a Disney Store, which is where products and merchandise can be purchased. Also, it has Disney Publishing Worldwide. Next, Disney has Studio Entertainment, which is where movies, music, and plays are developed, and where the Disney magic happens. Characters are created here, whether that is at Walt Disney Animation Studios, Pixar Animation Studios, or Touchstone, or any of the others you see on the slide. Media networks also are a big portion of the corporation. Disney owns channels on television from ABC, ESPN, Disney Channel, and Freeform, which used to be ABC Family, to many radio stations as well. Disney also has the Disney Cruise Line, which allows guests to experience something outside of the theme parks and resorts. Parks and resorts are a big portion of Disney, where millions of people visit the 7 theme parks around the world per year. Within the Walt Disney World brand, Disney has other brands such as Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. Each of those brands have brands that fall beneath it as well. With Disney being so complex and having so many levels of master and sub-brands, this image clearly defines and organizes Disney's massive conglomerate. Next, I will be speaking about strategic alliances. Baker defines a strategic alliance as a collaboration leveraging the strengths of 2 or more organizations to achieve strategic goals. McDonald's and Disney had a 10-year agreement which ended in 1996. This agreement has Disney characters in McDonald's Happy Meals, which most likely increased sales through including the toys. Disney brand awareness through this as well. Kimberly-Clark recently announced a strategic partnership with Disney. This agreement builds upon creating a convenient experience for guests at theme parks. Kimberly-Clark is selling their products through Disney's theme parks and Disney-created baby care centers, which provide suitability and ease for parents. Disney formed a strategic alliance with Pandora. Pandora is now selling dozens of Disney charms. This allows Disney to continue to have loyal customers of all ages. Next, I will be speaking about Disney's marketing mix. Disney's products can be segmented into 3 main categories: production, theme parks and resorts, and merchandise. As mentioned earlier, production is where the magic is created. Theme parks are where the characters come to life, and guests love purchasing Disney apparel, whether that is Disney socks or Donald Duck orange juice. Customers are loyal to the brand, which is why Disney can create such products and succeed. A handful of Disney products are pictured under the product banner on the left. With many theme park and resort locations around the world, Disney is a dominant brand in many countries. Beyond the theme parks, Disney has a presence in millions of households through the Disney Channel, websites, social media platforms, just to name a few. They also bring awareness to their brand through selling their products in grocery stores to department stores and everything in between. Even though Disney theme park tickets continue to rise, that does not stop the millions of guests they have each year. Disney has a variable pricing model where the theme park ticket price decreases based on how many days in a row you need a ticket to when a guest is visiting during a peak or non-peak season. With theme park tickets hitting over $100 each, the other Disney items remain fairly competitive in the marketplace. Overall, Disney prices are affordable, which is why they have so many loyal followers. Disney promotes their movies through social media platforms and advertisements on television. Beyond that, Disney is such a strong brand, they almost promote themselves. They have tours at theme parks and an elite club called the Disney Vacation Club for repeat guests. Next, Carl will continue with the topic of brand planning assessment.
Now I want to take a little bit of time and talk about Disney's brand positioning. Disney is recognized as one of the world's most admired companies for 2016, in part due to its exemplary brand positioning. Disney has achieved this success by developing an exceptional brand positioning strategy that has created powerful brand equity by knowing who its target consumers are, appropriately considering the competitive landscape, and effectively leveraging points of parity and points of differences. The Disney brand simultaneously delivers functional, emotional, self-expressive, and social benefits to its loyal customers to strengthen and enrich its consumer brand relationship. Disney appropriately develops products that appeal to and meets the needs of consumers based on what market segment they are in. After years of continued success in creating positive experiences, the Disney name itself is a brand differentiator in that it has created strong, unique, favorable brand associations that differentiates itself from the competitors.
I would like to transition now into discussing the greatest opportunities that Disney has to improve its brand positioning. Based on how successful Disney has been as a brand, it is hard to find opportunities to further enhance its positioning. However, since brand equity is key to Disney's success, it needs to be extremely careful in taking actions that could potentially hurt the brand. Disney, as a multinational conglomerate, continuously faces a myriad of challenges and risks to the brand on a regular basis that require prompt attention and appropriate reaction to ensure they are dealt with effectively. A recent example of this is related to the alligator attack on a young boy last year at Disney World Resorts. Critics challenged whether or not Disney was doing enough to keep its residents safe. Disney must vigorously defend its brand against these types of accusations because they undermine the messaging of the core brand. From a brand extension perspective, Disney needs to carefully consider what brand extensions it makes because a failed extension can damage the brand name by creating undesirable associations and could damage the brand's perceived quality. Another opportunity to improve brand positioning would be to grow the brand. Disney should look for solutions that include potential branded energizers or branded differentiators. Disney has been around a long time and competes in many areas. Therefore, it will be important to identify opportunities that create energy for the brand, to provide the visibility needed to be considered, and to support perceptions and attitudes. Another key to improving brand positioning is to continuously find points of differentiation. A way that Disney can achieve this is by developing more brand differentiators. The acquisitions of both the Marvel and Star Wars brands were perfect examples of external brand differentiators for Disney, as well as energizers for the core brand. Finally, another opportunity for Disney to improve its brand positioning would be to not forget about the target market. Disney needs to continue to be responsive to the needs and tastes of consumers and make conscious decisions that will help continue to build brand equity and improve overall brand positioning. The emotional and functional connection the brand makes in delivering quality family entertainment to its consumers is at the heart of its brand. Based on this, Disney should resist the temptation to extend its brand to movies designed for adults. Doing this could confuse consumers and undermine the brand. However, at the same time, Disney should pursue opportunities that broaden its target market. A recent example of this would be the introduction of more minority characters in lead roles in feature movies, like Mona and the Princess and the Frog.
Thank you, Carl. My name is Allison Hoffman, and I will now speak on brand resonance. Above, you can see Disney's brand resonance pyramid. Disney does an excellent job at building brand resonance. By a study done by APCO worldwide survey of 70,000 respondents, Disney was named the #1 most beloved brand in the world. Key brand associations of Disney's brand are magical, happiness, imagination, entertainment, and fun. Disney achieves salience through the depth of awareness and the satisfying of needs. Children, teens, and adults can recognize Disney's brand no matter their background or geographical location. Performance is based off the quality of Disney's products and experiences. Disney prides itself with excellent customer service, providing a friendly and helpful atmosphere for all their customers. Disney is wrapped around a youthful, magical, oriented image. Their customers choose Disney over all other competitors due to their image and personality Disney embraces. Their customers' judgments are defined by quality, credibility, and reputation, which leads over all other brands. It is always reinventing its brand by providing improved dining experiences and park expansions. Disney's brand can connect to all these 6 feelings of brand resonance. Disney brings a family-oriented presence that provides a warmth, fun, entertainment, security, social approval, and self-respect. Overall, Disney excels when achieving brand resonance. Children and family feel a sense of community when visiting theme parks and cruises, but also when sharing experiences with Disney's products, such as movies, characters, and toys. These experiences can cause memories that last a lifetime, which gives the consumer an attachment that they can carry throughout their life. Disney CEO Roger Iger frequently speaks on the topic of the Disney difference, the areas that set Disney apart from its competitors and helps achieve its resonance. A major Disney difference is their ability to have such success in their marketing activities. One of the key successes to Disney's marketing is their theming. Disney's rides are nothing special compared to other theme parks, but it's immersive, interactive, and its complete theming provides a significant difference from other competitors. Customers can interact with their favorite characters and receive pictures and autographs. Disney cares about those tiny details of their theming. An autograph a child receives from Mickey Mouse at Orlando in 2010 should look exactly the same as Mickey Mouse's autograph in 2017 at the Disney in Tokyo, upholding their persona through all aspects. Another key marketing activity that provides Disney with so much success is its social media phenomenon. Andy Mooney, chairman of social media, says Disney's social media is something that is adjunct to everything we do for deepening the emotional ties and the franchise. They have presence for all properties on social media, such as a separate Facebook page for Disney's Princesses, Toy Story, Cars, Disney Baby, and their informational page, Disney Living. These pages are devoted to the campaign, but more importantly, the pages provide interaction and a sense of community for audience. Disney's brand building is excellent, therefore identifying any improvements is quite difficult. The expensive brand association is one possible area they could focus on in order to reach consumers who cannot afford their products, but they also could risk their reputation. In this case, they'd have to be careful on where they choose to cut back expenses without slacking on their Disney difference, which makes them so great. In recent news, Disney Princess's brand have been viewed negatively because of self-esteem issues and the stereotypes it provides for young girls. Just as done in the past cases when they received negative feedback from the overexposure of Disney characters promoting products such as Tide, Disney should make sure their brand equity team pursues research on the topics to improve the way the parents and children view their princesses. In sum, Disney can improve their brand building by ensuring they stick to Disney's core mission and to research and resolve concerns that are discussed by families.
Thank you, Allison. It's important that companies organize their product offerings with a brand architecture that maximizes their ability to extend what they can offer. Carol Phillips and Judy Hopelane from Brand Amplitude suggest that a successful brand architecture helps organizations structure their brands and products to drive value and growth by enhancing customer clarity, efficient brand leveraging, marketing and innovation focus, leveraging new growth opportunities, and supporting equity flow throughout the brand portfolio. Brands can either be branded houses, which rely on a parent brand, allowing consumers to recognize it across all offerings, such as FedEx. Houses of brands that contain offerings that do not have a direct connection to the parent brand, as in Procter & Gamble's case, or a hybrid of the two. Disney's brand architecture is a hybrid. It contains sub-brands that are strongly associated with the parent brand through explicit name connection, such as Disney Cruise Line and Disney Nature. Disney's core brand identity confers clear messages in their Disney-specific sub-brands that create opportunities for brand growth and marketing efficiencies. Consumers expect the same level of quality family products from a Disney animated film, a Walt Disney World ride based on the film, and related merchandise sold by the Disney Store. The architecture also contains sub-brands with no connection to the parent brand, such as Marvel and ESPN. These are instances that allow Disney to create distance from its parent brand in cases where there were strong brands prior to acquisition that would not benefit from the Disney name, or in cases where the product offerings are not representative of the core brand promise. This architecture allows for broader product offerings and mitigates the potential for consumer confusion. For example, the movie Cinderella falls under the Walt Disney Animation Studios brand because it's an animated film that delivers on the consumer expectation that it be appropriate entertainment for children and families. In contrast, Rogue One was produced under the Lucasfilms brand with subject matter and live-action content for more mature audiences. By not presenting the latter film as a branded Disney animation production, the audience will not falsely be expecting a family-friendly cartoon. No one is confusing Darth Vader with Cinderella under this brand architecture. There is a hierarchy of branding within this brand architecture. According to MBA Knowledge Base, a brand hierarchy is a means of summarizing the branding strategy by displaying the number and nature of common and distinctive brand elements across the firm's products, revealing the explicit ordering of brand elements. As Katie noted earlier, Disney has structured their organization into 4 units containing a multitude of brands and sub-brands, which allows it to align offerings vertically under the appropriate brand and horizontally across brands where the connections make sense. For example, under Parks and Resorts, Disney has 11 sub-brands that include Walt Disney World Resort, which in turn includes the sub-brand of the Magic Kingdom, in which one can find Cinderella's castle. Consumers can have a character-themed breakfast at Cinderella's Royal Table, buy Cinderella-themed merchandise at different points in the park, and even meet the character while walking around. Each is a point of reference to the brand's hierarchy, in this case starting with the Walt Disney World Resort and ending at purchasing Cinderella merchandise, and each shares the parent brand's promise of warmth, fun, and magic. Disney employs this hierarchy across its brand portfolio. Product marketing and growth development within sub-brands has boundaries in which the brand can focus resources. The Magic Kingdom would only develop rides or experiences suitable for a theme park and that match the visitor expectations. Additionally, the sub-brands put parameters around consumer expectations. One would not expect to find the Space Mountain ride in a Disney store, and this minimizes the potential for consumer confusion. Disney, however, does not allow this structure to impede leveraging their other brands. For example, the movie Frozen was produced under the animation brand, but customers can further engage the asset collateral through the Frozen Ever After ride at Epcot or buying Frozen-inspired apparel from the Disney Store. The hierarchy is also in place in instances where the brand does not have a strong association with the parent brand. ESPN is not directly connected to the Disney name, which allows it to consistently develop and offer programming that is specifically geared towards sports enthusiasts and is not hampered by incongruent brand associations that a clear Disney link would bring. All associations with that programming would accrue to the ESPN sub-brand. The hierarchy allows Disney flexibility and clarity when needed across its entire brand portfolio, which positions them well when considering additional brand extensions that either benefit from a strong parent brand association, none at all, or something in between. I will now turn this over to Steve to continue the discussion.
Thanks, Deborah. Next, we're going to comment on Disney's brand expansion. First formed in 1923, the Disney Company started as an animation studio, and the Disney brand was limited to cartoon entertainment. However, the creation of Mickey Mouse changed the way that the Disney Company viewed its brand. Mickey Mouse merchandising took off, and the Mickey Mouse branded symbol soon found its way on pencils, clothing, figurines, toothbrushes, and even books. Utilizing Mickey Mouse, Disney was able to create a personality for their brand, turning Mickey Mouse into a branded energizer that the company has used for decades. Disney's brand expansion only grew from there. With the opening of Disney World Park, the Disney company successfully branded their innovation on emotions by stating that the Disney theme park is the place where dreams come true. This decision allowed Disney to constantly innovate their features because they did not focus on the functional benefits of the park, but rather the feelings that their customers experienced while using their product. Today, Disney's brand is one of the most visible in the world. The brand continues to expand to new market segments, from Disney cruise ships, Disney-owned television networks, Broadway shows, and even Disney-branded stores. Overall, Disney has successfully utilized branded energizers, sub-brands, endorsed brands, and brand extensions to expand their brand throughout their history. Disney's brand expansion has been so successful because of their growth strategy. Disney uses a franchise-focused growth strategy. This strategy is effective because every franchise that Disney obtains or creates serves as a long-term investment for the company. Take the film Cars, for example. 10 years after the release of the first film, Disney is still profiting from the Cars franchise in substantial ways. The first Cars movie made $462 million in ticket sales. However, successful branding led to a film sequel and incredible amount of retail sales, which as of 2015 was $1 billion business. When Disney acquires previously successful companies and brands, such as Lucasfilms or Marvel Studios, they integrate these companies into the Disney brand by maintaining separate silos for the acquired businesses. Disney only purchases companies that they believe are already well run, so while certain components of the acquisitions are leveraged to create efficiencies, the existing companies remain intact. Disney is correct in the way they handle acquisitions, and so far, the continued success of acquired established brands such as Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars reinforce the validity of their strategy. So let's move on to some recommendations for Disney. Firstly, Disney's stock has seen some volatility in recent history caused by growing concerns about acquired brand ESPN's dramatic drop in subscribership. In response to these trends, Disney should develop a Disney package that contains only Disney-related programming. This package, purchased with a subscriber fee, could contain streaming Disney content for a price that is much less than the cost of a full cable package. The Disney package would serve as a disruptive innovation to the cable industry, providing both a unique subcategory of content and a completed job that is good enough for customers who are satisfied with less content for less money. For our next recommendation, we're going to talk about emerging international economies. Disney has already realized the benefits of international expansion with the recent success of their Shanghai park. However, as of 2012, only 25% of Disney's revenues and profits came from international markets. As developing countries continue to improve the quality of life for their citizens by creating better paying jobs and a more robust middle class, the potential for new customers in those markets will significantly improve. After the success of the Shanghai park, a natural next step for Disney is to explore opportunities for a theme park in other countries with high growth. Disney parks in these countries would not count as a disruptive innovation, primarily because they would target the upper end of the market, but they would provide a unique sub-brand in the theme park industry that would have little to no competition. Finally, we come to our most ambitious recommendation. In the spirit of embracing emerging technologies, Disney should start to explore brand partnership opportunities with space exploration companies to develop a unique zero-gravity flight experience. While the idea of zero-gravity flight is novel enough at the moment, as technology improves and prices drop, Disney could leverage the experience as they would a Disney cruise line. This fits perfectly with Disney's mission to sell wonder, and customers would forever relate this life-changing event with the Disney brand.
With the endless variety and innovation of Disney's products, they are a key competitor in the various markets which they compete in and will continue to be an incumbent company with strong strategic alliances. Disney needs to continue to do the things that has led to its excellent brand positioning, which is pursuing a strategy that creates powerful brand equity by knowing who its target consumers are, appropriately considering the competitive landscape and effectively leveraging points of parity and points of differences. Disney excels in brand building, which causes them to achieve a high level of resonance. With great market strategies and loyal families, Disney provides their consumers with an attachment they hold with them throughout their lives. Well-constructed brand architectures and brand hierarchies allow organizations to successfully expand their brand offerings. Overall, the Disney brand is strong and expanding. Disney will experience continued brand growth for the foreseeable future by utilizing internally created sub-brands, brand extensions, and external acquisitions.